it's Sam and I'm back with another video for lawnfawn. Today I'm using the new Keep On Swimming add-on, Party Animal, Keep On Swimming, Perfectly Wicked, Meow You Doin, the Double Slider Surprise, Lots of Stars background stencils, and the new paper pad. I'm starting out my card like I start out all of my cards. I'm stamping the images and then coloring them with Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I am spritzing some water on my craft mat because that's how I get my water brush damp. I don't use a lot of water. I just use the most minimum. I don't use a lot of water. And so just having it there it's an easier way for me to control the amount of water that goes on my water brush. I'm coloring all of the cats the same. I am using 2 markers for these cats. I'm using light gray and vanilla. Wow. I'm using light gray and vanilla. I'll get it together, guys. I'm using light gray as my darker and the vanilla to pull it all out. For the cheeks, because they have to have cheeks, and little pink noses, I'm using light carmine and pale orange. And next I'm going to use mid brown and mustard for all of the wood quote unquote wood elements. This little end table, I'm starting by coloring with just the mustard color, pulling it out with the damp brush, then going over the slightly damp image with the darkest shade of brown, pulling that out with the mustard again, and then using the water brush to kind of blend it all together. That is how I color all of these wood images. That's how I color most brown images. Next, I'm going to be using pink and pale orange for this balloon and other areas too. Pink and pale orange are my favorite pink combination, hands down, the end. I'm using it to color one of the stripes of the party hats and one of the books. Next, I'm going to be using orange and bright yellow for the next stripes on the party hats and the next book. Do you see a theme coming? Now I'm going to be using yellow and lemon yellow. It's hard to tell because I use these so often. For the stripes in the book, you guessed it, way to go. And next, I'm going to be using turquoise green, pale green, and light blue. That's my favorite mint combination. So I'm using that for the stripes and the party hats in the next book, as well as this little fish food container. And next, I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using blue, turquoise green, and light blue to color in the water of the fish bowl. And I love using turquoise, green, and pale and light blue are like my favorite. They're so versatile because I made a mint and then I just added a little bit of blue and now they're blue. Next I'm using hazy blue just to do the glass part of the fish bowl, and now mustard and vanilla again for the bottom sandy part of the fish bowl and the cat food, which I don't end up using. Now I'm using orange and lemon yellow for the flame and platinum brown for the tuna can. And again, I'm saving this image. I don't end up using it on my card, but I always save the images that I color, almost always. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. Next, I thought the whole time, I'm like, I'm going to color this birthday fish green. I always color fish orange and gold, but I colored it green here and it looked like a zombie fish. So I stamped it again, and now we're going to use orange, bright yellow, yellow, and lemon yellow to color it like I always color fish, which is what I should have stuck with, because he's so sweet there. He does not look sick or like a zombie fish, so that's what we're going to go with. Next, I am just adding some dots to the granulated part of the bottom of the fish bowl, and I'm going to color this little balloon with mustard yellow and lemon yellow, and the same colors for the candle. And check my phone, and that's it. I'm going to finish off these cute cats with some stripes. I'm going to make them little tabbies. I'm just using the same gray marker I used to color them in, which was light gray, and adding some stripes to their faces and bodies and arms and legs and tails. to the whole image. And I think they're so cute. Next, let's get down to the nitty gritty, the actual double slider part. I cut out from old packaging 2.25 inches wide, a strip of clear packaging. It's just what I had lying around. Next, I'm using this large panel to die cut 2 times, once from pattern paper and once from white cardstock, since I knew it wasn't going to show. I didn't want to waste that beautiful cardstock. Then you're going to use the inside part, this little part, 1 time from white. And I also die cut using this little pull tab notch from both the white top part and the pattern paper. And I die cut using the insert 2 times. I used the new pattern paper, and I'm kind of going for a rainbow theme. Not sure if you knew that about me. That's what we're going with. Okay, first things first. Let's add some 1/4-inch tape to the strip of recycled packaging we're using. I am pulling off the release paper, which I struggle with the entire card. Please forgive me. I tried to cut some of it out. I struggle the entire card. I get there, but boy, was this not the hardest part for me. Okay, so I'm just wrapping it around loosely. You don't want it tight at all. Burnishing it, so checking it moves really easy. And next I'm going to trim this excess strip of packaging I have. And now I'm going to put another strip of the tape over the same place, the same placement, flip it up, and put another strip of tape on the right side. So now we have tape that's ready to go on the right side and left side, depending on how you flip it. Then we can add our little card inserts. I'm going to start by taking off the release paper on the left-hand side. This is what is eventually going to be the bottom pullout of my card. Struggle, 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 and finally get it. And then I realize I don't know how to line this up. I do add a little bit of glue. That's just me. Unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. What you want to do is you want to line the top part of your insert, my green little insert, with the edge of the left edge of this white cardstock. You could see mine was over, so I'm just taking it off, re-adding it. Now we're going to flip it over. Make sure this is face down. This is now going to be the top part that slides up. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Take off the release tape. Add a tiny bit of glue, totally unnecessary. And again, line it up on the right side so you can kind of see where they line up. It works. Now we're going to put our little pocket together. I'm adding my 1/4-inch tape to the folded over parts, removing it. I'm going to fold it over, make sure it's nice and stuck. Next, we're going to add our insert, the part that gets slid out. You want to remove the release paper from the bottom of our insert, and then you're going to want to tuck it right into where it folds. So I'm just going to flip it over and tuck it in so that when it folds over, it's not hindered by our new insert. So I'm just going to, again, make sure it's tucked right in there and press it down nice and firm. Then I'm going to remove the other release paper, fold it over, easy peasy. We have a pocket slider surprise. Guys, so much struggling with the release paper. I don't know what I was thinking. I did my best. But as you can see, it works. Slide, 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 2 slides. This is going to be such a fun card. I could do this all day, and I think I do. I'm just going to leave it out, and so we can start setting up what the card is going to look like. Of course, going to heat emboss my sentiment from Keep on Swimming add-on in white onto some black licorice cardstock. And this is essentially what the card is going to look like when I'm finished. So I'm just going to bore you by gluing all my pieces down. I did pop up this banner, which I didn't show you that I colored, but I found in my stash of old pieces that I never used, that I colored and never used. That's why I keep everything. I also popped up the fish inside the bowl. And I'm just kind of, like I said, making this scene come to life. I'm gluing everything. I think the thought of these cats throwing a birthday party for this fish literally just cracks me up. So I had so much fun. I think my favorite cat is the one on the shelf with the balloon. You know he's going to knock down those books. You know it. You know it, and I know it. And okay, so this is the slider part. It's finished, and now we're just going to put the card together, and I thought I was almost done. I'm using another piece of paper from the paper pad. I'm going to attach it to my card base, and then I put the slider part on, which I'm popping up with foam tape so it's easier to grab hold of the inserts and pull them out. And as I was just about to attach it to my card base, I thought, wait. This needs one more thing, one more Sam thing. So I'm using the Lots of Stars background stencils with some white embossing paste and just putting it on along the edges of the card. Not the middle, because obviously it's going to be covered up. I'm going to attach my slider surprise, and then I'm going to stack a bunch of stuff on there so it dries and is really firm. And that's the card. It's so cute. I love how it turned out. I think these cats are so fun. They are just having a blast, throwing their little fish friend a birthday party, and I hope that it made you smile. Please be sure to check this card out up on the Lawnfawn blog, and have a great day. Bye!